then YouTube, I am the TOFF man, and welcome back to some more Pathfinder with myself, Galore, and Finvira, who's in another dimension yet again. It was
Sorry. Hi, everybody.
Hello from beyond the grave or beyond the dimension, whatever you want to call it. You're in there somewhere. Another dimension. That's where he is in another dimension. So, anyways, right. In between episodes, what have you guys been doing? I know what I've been doing in between episodes. Well, I say in between episodes, it's probably been like the last hour is all I've been on for. But is there anything new to show us from the last set of recordings to this one? Oh,
I've started on a tech room here.
I see.
So, well, basically, one thing we did, we made the big reactor over there. I think we didn't show that in the last one.
No.
Yes, I did. I did with the reactor.
And basically, we were looking for something to actually use the power that it produces for something.
Yeah.
So I started on a tech room that does fast ore processing.
I see that there's this. I've never seen this wireless charger thing before. What does that do? Does it just take power from somewhere else?
We had it in Clouds of Darkness. Basically, yeah.
Oh, I'm a goldfish.
It's it charges items in your inventory, which you don't have many, but I just made it because I used the resonant the exchanger for some of the floor here.
Ah, okay. Okay. Well, I love this. The look of this warp item duct. Obviously, it's new, but I love the texture inside.
Thermal dynamics. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
It is very pretty.
The advantage is over Ender.io stuff is this thing here, the violet one you see above the chest.
Oh yeah.
Which is a retriever. So you only need one point to fetch stuff from along the line. There's going to be more pulverizers along the line here, and that one can draw from all of them with the one thing. And Ender.io, if you want to speed it up, you'd have to put speed upgrades in every single one of them. So
so that's easier then.
That's basically the reason why I decided to go with thermal dynamics on this tech.
Yeah, they look good. I like it.
That's the one thing, and the other thing is the farm for the flux crystals over here on the other back here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So basically, the only thing I found that could automatically harvest them is autonomous activators that basically right-click them. And the rest is basically Steve's factory manager. So there's a rapid item valve below the floor, which basically picks up the items, stuffs them into the barrels, which serve as a temporary storage for the shards.
Okay.
And they are then auto-crafted into a chest below the floor in our main area, from where it's by the Steve factory manager there put into our storage.
Nice. Very nice.
I did it that way with the intermediate chest because here is the chest. If you look at the floor and the ground here, you can't see it at the moment. But what it does is to not back stuff and overflow the chest. Steve's factory manager over at the farms only ever crafts one ingot into the chest, which is then transported. So once the storage here fills up, it won't be able to transport the one ingot in there, and then it will stop crafting stuff into the chest, so it doesn't overflow.
Okay. Nice. Very nice. I like this. Now, I did notice, I came down here and I actually said this to you earlier on, these temporal thingamabobbins, they end up with loads of these ingots that go everywhere, but you can't use them in any crafting or anything. They're just like...
Yeah, I don't know why that happens, but these temporal flux crystals, sometimes they produce temporal ingots.
Yeah.
I think this is somehow a bug, because they have the metadata of max int, which usually is back to the temporal ingots. That's usually the value that defines any metadata. So I think it's probably something's going wrong there. So usually the ingots don't have any metadata and they don't work anywhere. And yeah, you see if you look at them, they have this strange damage bar that's not supposed to be there. So
yeah, it's really weird. I've never
probably
seen that
we
on
can
an
just
ingot
bin
before.
them.
That's why I said to you, I wonder if do you have to charge them or something before you can use them? But
No, that's just pretty much something that's broken.
Something
just
that's
weird.
wrong. Something that's really wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I did then before we started was go through some stuff and get some crafting done, because I was editing the videos and I thought I spend a lot of time wandering around trying to craft stuff. So I just decided to go ahead and do as much crafting as I could before I started and then run through the quests as we go in. So I actually very nearly completed one of the quest lines by just crafting some stuff, which is the Intrepid thing. So I'm going to go through that right now. There's 13 unclaimed quests, by the way, if you did want to go through that. So starting from where we were, which was, where was it? Was it down here, I think? I think it was there, wasn't it? No, it wasn't that one. Which one was it? Oh god, I can't remember which one it was now. Was it that one? No, it wasn't that one either. Was it that one? I can't remember which one it was on beforehand. Well, we did them two, so it must have been that one. Yes, it was that one, okay. Kunstoga? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Now that we can do so much with these dimlets, our own real problem is how to get more useful ones. Sure, we can create unknown dimlets, but half of them will be researched into duplicates. However, it's doubtful you possess the knowledge to create these out of raw pieces yet. However, you could probably use 2 or 3 dimlets to scramble them into a singular dimlet. Sure, it wouldn't always work in your favour, but it could also give you dimlets of a higher rarity, or ones you haven't created yet. Placing 3 dimlets into a dimlet scrambler will, well, scramble them into a new one. The rarity will be equal to or higher than the ones you put in. However, only one of the 3 dimlets you place inside may be craftable. So basically all you had to do was make a dimlet scrambler, which I did. That's now done. I can get a nice reward bag for that. Of which we get another RF network monitor. Brilliant. That can go with the 5 billion others that we've got over there. And you can see actually in the RF tools chest I've actually crafted a ton of stuff in the bottom, is what I've done for this episode. So that one is now done, which means we unlocked that one. We go to, is it Raven, I think? Yes. After viewing the inner workings of dimensions, it has become increasingly apparent that these dimensions draw from the power of the air around them. Provided with a template, you could probably build a machine capable of changing matter into something more energized and customizable, if only for a short period of time. Oops, let me click on that one. Before even constructing anything capable of projecting the energy into the air around, you're going to need to build a template, as the air doesn't behave well when exposed to the raw energy making it up. So you basically make 32 shield templates, which I've gone ahead and done. And then you unlock this schematic apart, which is, with the templates in hand, you can now construct the shield projector, a highly configurable device. This machine will allow you to project modular force fields that can be customized to your heart's content. Simply right-click it with a wrench after supplying it with the power to activate. So I've got those bits and bobs actually in this chest up here, which are here, shield templates and a dimlet, no, that's not a dimlet scrambler, and a shield projector. I have no idea how to work this thing, but I would probably suggest it requires power in which to do so. So why don't I go into the night over here? Let's pop this down. Can I open it? I can open it up. So the shields probably go in there. They do. So what do I do? Entity that matches this filter can pass through. Ah. Matches passive, hostile items. Interesting. Matches player. Only the player can go. No, that's nice. And all as well. So basically, do you remember? Surely you remember the modular force fields mod.
Yeah.
You too. Do you remember it, Finvara? The modular force fields mod. It looks pretty cool.
I don't think I'm actually familiar with it.
Really? It was
Believe
a
it or
very
not.
good mod. It was a very good mod. Set the camouflage block. Default shield texture. Use the texture from the supplied block. Shield is completely invisible. Damage as done by player. Generic damage type. Interesting. It does require power though to do this. Redstone mode ignored. Colour for the shield, you can change that as well. And that will, of course, do a particular shield, whatever you want to do around it, and protect you from either hostile or passive. I don't know why you would want to be protected by passive, but it will stop passive from going through that particular shield. Or even, if you've got this one selected, matches player, it would only allow that particular player through. So that's pretty good. I like that. I'm glad that something like that got added into it, because it is a very, very useful mod on servers that you've got like loads of people on that you don't particularly want somebody going into a particular area, or even hostile creatures from getting into your area. Not so much use in this pack though, because really you would want any kind of anything to come through everywhere. Then there's no hostile creatures anyway, so. Okay, with that one done, claim the reward and open the reward bag. And it will open at some point. Come on, you can do it. I've got full faith in your reward bag. No, it's not doing it. There we are. A hardened servo. Okay, I shall put that in the thermal expansion chest that we've got here. It may get used at some stage, you never know. So moving on from there would be downwards to Triton, I think. Yes, it would be Triton. Oops, let me go up. Manipulating the world has become trivial at this point. You can easily reshape dimlets and project pure energy into the world. You, all by yourself, have advanced the field of science by hundreds of years. Well, not by myself, really, to be fair. You guys have probably done more than I have. Not as well, there's no probably about it. I've advanced the field, but there's one thing you haven't done yet, and that's absorbing the world. Because, of course, why wouldn't you want to do that? Placing a material absorber above a material such as dirt or lapis will begin to absorb that material, and liquid absorbers will absorb liquids of almost any type. What these machines can be used for isn't apparent yet, but using the raw essence of something should prove to be useful at some point. So you need to make a material absorber and a liquid absorber. It's just a simple crafting task, so we'll go ahead and claim the reward for that. And that gives me a liquid molten copper dimlet. I'm sure I got like 7 of them last time. And then I'll put that into the filing cabinet, I suppose. No, do they not go in there anymore? Where do they go?
Top, I spread them out to the different types of dimlet. There are filing cabinets behind each of them.
It's filing cabinet behind each.
Yeah, because it was just getting.
Oh, they're up there.
Behind the
behind the signs.
Yeah.
God, I'm so
So it was just getting really hard to find stuff in there. So it's
that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea at all. Okay, so let's open the quest book. With those particular things, you have to do, and it branches off from here from the Triton. It goes to Tombao, and also why do they do this? This is so hard to pronounce. Peleliu, I think. Let's experiment. We could create the essence of a potentially very valuable material. However, it would probably be best to start off with something more common. Let's go with coal blocks. Completely fill up the material absorber with coal blocks. This will come in handy later. So you take the material absorber, and what you do is you place it down in the world, like hovering somewhere, with an empty block underneath it. So I put mine right there, with an empty block underneath it. And what you had to do was fill the material absorber with coal blocks. So you get the coal blocks and you put it underneath the material absorber, and then the material absorber just absorbs them in. And it took quite a lot, actually. It took around about 100 blocks or something of coal to be able to fill this particular material absorber. So I did that, and it's up here in the RF tools bit. It is there, I believe. Block of coal right there. And it's fully absorbed a load of coal, and that's basically what it asked you to do. So it wasn't that hard to be able to do that. It's now done. But the other one, which was the did I have to do the no? Yeah, that branched off the other way. So this other one is a biome absorber. If we can absorb materials and liquids, why can't we absorb biomes? It would make sense, but that functionality doesn't seem to exist. Probably we just need to tinker with the material and liquid absorbers a bit to create it. So a task where players hand in... Oh, so there's no real text there. Biome absorber is done. And we can go ahead and get the reward bag for that. And there's another hardened servo. Pop into there. And you can see I actually crafted that. Where is it? It's disappeared. No, it's there. Look, there it is. And I really don't want to absorb a biome right now. I don't think there's much need for the situation that we're in and for the stage that we're at. There really isn't not much point for that at the moment. So, but I've made it anyway because obviously it's part of the quest line.
There is one, but it's not here.
Which one? Where? What?
We have made, I think, yeah, we hadn't made that the last time. We made an ocean world.
Oh yeah.
For liquid Galorium. That's what's fueling our reactor.
Oh my god. Okay.
But that was the only ocean dimlet we had, so we could put it there and absorb the ocean biome there and have more ocean dimlets.
Oh well, there you go. There could be a use for it. If we do need any more liquid, we can do that. So next, I'll go down this left-hand side, Carolina. I can actually pronounce that. Now that we've been able to do that with coal, which was the which was the material absorber, it should be a very simple matter to do the same with water. Easier even due to the auto-propagating nature of water. Fill a liquid absorber entirely with water. This should be a little easier than coal blocks, and believe me it was. This pure water essence can't be used for much right now, but hopefully in the future it will be. So you just craft a liquid absorber, and that's all you do with that one, and fill it with water. So I just went down here and then plopped it above that right there, and then it just like sucks in a load of water and filled it right up, which was great. And it completed that quest. So we get flux plated fluiducts with that. Interesting. Put them in there with the rest of them. And then moving on down this, billings. Alright, it's obvious that these essences will come in handy in a very short amount. Oops. Yes. In a short amount of time. If we're able to build them correctly, we could probably use them to make specific dimlets, such as coal block dimlet, which of course that's what you would use it for, or lapis block if you used lapis to do it with. However, what if we wanted to make a mob dimlet? Create a syringe. These can be used to extract blood from living creatures by, well, punching them with it. This will serve as a concentrated form of the mob's essence. So I, of course, made a syringe, which is just a couple of pieces of iron and a glass bottle. And then fully extract the essence from a pig. Yeah, this may hurt the poor guy a little. So you just go out there and punch the pig quite a few times, and you'll get a full syringe of pig's blood, which I've gone ahead and done, which is right there. Mob pig. And you can use that like going into the future as well for dimlets and stuff like that. So we grab the reward bag from that. That is now done. And a copper pickaxe head. Wow. That's really an upgrade, that. It's fantastic.
Well, you can just go ahead and toss it in the magma crucible thing over here that's attached to the smeltery.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll output in liquid form, which will then turn into an ingot.
Aha! I forget about this mod that allows you to do that.
Well, where would we be without Velgabor? Probably somewhere towards the beginning of the quest.
Probably so. Next on the list is Phoenix. Now if we can absorb the environment around us, why not modify it? Control it even. It wouldn't be that difficult. All we need is a machine capable of doing that, which is an environmental controller. And that's basically all you had to craft. You didn't need to do anything with it, but it will allow you to, obviously, manipulate the area around you, or the environment around you. So that is now done, and dusted, and crafted. And we've got a liquid molten nickel dimlet. I don't know if we've got one of them. Yes, we do. We've got two of them, and I've just added a third. So that's another one done. Olympia. Now, the only thing left to do before we can manipulate the environment with RF is to tell it what to do. We could probably make a couple of simple modules that would assist us in that task. You'll need a speed module, which is crafted with sugar, and a saturation module, which is crafted with the golden apple. When placed inside the environmental controller, after a certain amount of cycles has passed, the controller will begin disturbing the effect to any person within the specified area. So, we just craft a speed module and a saturation module, and I think, is that what we've got going in this world?
No, that's that we did with the dimension editor.
So you just did it with the dimension editor?
Genau, exactly, yeah. we added it to this dimension, the normal saturation effect dimlet.
Ah, well, it's apparently according to this environment thing, you could also do it with this as well, which is good to know. So there also a speed module if we wanted to have haste.
I think we could do that.
Speed.
If you pass it to me, I'll set it up.
It is up in the RF tools chest. I've put everything that I crafted before the episode's in that chest up there. So that is done, and that has actually added. All of these are actually minusing our distortion and adding to our alchemist, which is good. I don't know if that unlocks something special, but there you go. It's doing it anyway. And we got 32 item ducts with that. Well, I did anyway. I don't know what you guys got. Right, the quest book then. Moving on. The top here, Destiny. With the ability to collect essences of things, you've had an epiphany. You can use these essences to infuse the parts of dimlets into a full dimlet. Now you can literally make a dimension of whatever you want. I thought we did that anyway. The first step, however, is constructing and deconstructing these things. The dimlet workbench can be used for both the deconstruction and the construction of dimlets. After being given power, the dimlet workbench can have a dimlet inserted in the top left slot and extracted into its pieces. Oh, nice. You can then use those pieces combined with with an essence of some sort, syringe for mobs, absorber for others, to construct a fully usable dimlet of your choice. So there we've got a dimlet workbench, and that's what you had to craft, which is also in the RF tools. I believe we might need some power for that, so I don't know where to put that at the moment.
Yeah.
Come on, reward bag. You can do it. Yes. A dimlet advanced energy module. It's a great reward. So I'll put that in the RF tools, because we might use that at some stage. And then it started unlocking these around the sides here. I can't remember which one was actually unlocked first, so you've got to excuse me here. It's not that one. It wasn't that one either. It wasn't that one. Oh, it must have been that one. Yeah, it was that one then. Magellan, with increased knowledge of how the world works and how to manipulate it with circuits, you could potentially create anything you wanted at this point. All you need is the right setup and something to activate it. Perhaps it would be best to start by creating the activator so that all your machines can use a single type. So basically you've got this clockmaker thing here. You've got to reach a certain amount of alchemist. So I think it's 5 by the looks of things on here. There's these even? That's our current position, and I'm sure it's just the green bit right here you have to be. So it was unlocked from the start practically. Once a manganese activator is crafted, one can right-click upon the manganese matrix and perform the effect. Otherwise, the matrix's operation will fail. Note that the manganese activator will be consumed, and having multiple in your inventory will result in negative effects when the matrix is used. So I've crafted it anyway. It's been crafted. I'm not quite sure what it means by all of that stuff. It makes no sense to me.
Galore, did you move the dimlet workstation?
Dimlet workstation?
The dimlet work table that was just right over here.
Which one?
It was.
There wasn't.
There was a device over here. It was.
Yeah, that was the crafter. I removed it because I want to place the scrambler and the other thing there.
If you need any of the things that I've made, they'll be in that chest. Or if you've already got it, you might have already got it. So I did that quest. That one is then done. I believe then it goes from to here. Fermi. Now, the most complicated step in manipulating the universe. Creating life. The manganese life matrix will cause a villager to spawn when an activator is used on it. Manganese life matrix. 1 of 1 is crafted. So when you use... life matrix will cause a villager when an activator is used on it. So you put this down in the world, it seems, and also use that pink thing, the manganese activator on the side there, and that will actually spawn a villager if you use it upon that particular item. So, that's pretty nice. And that gives us, with my reward bag, Dimlet Advanced Energy Module. Now, I'm actually getting quite a few modules in these bags now, and we've never had these before, so this is actually new rewards.
Yeah, it's a higher tier of reward bag. Pretty neat.
Nice.
I've just been sort of tossing them in the chest over there by by the furnaces here.
In which? Oh, in there.
Didn't really know what else to do with them.
Oh, I just slapped them in the RF tools chest. It seemed to make sense to put them in there and just leave them until somebody needed something from RF tools and be like, I wonder where it is. Oh, it's in there.
I forget which one is the RF tools chest.
It's the one on the top right, this one.
The one that has the sign that says RF tools.